bodies. Oh, it's funny. You finna walk away. Oh, you finna walk away. You ain't got nothing to say now. Like it's not. You ain't got nothing to say. Stop doing this. Stop walking. Stop doing this. Stop trying me. Stop doing this goofy stuff. I'm pregnant. I'm finna forget you.
All right, CO, start the show.
What up? What up? It's the CO Show podcast. I am your host, CO. Today I got the valuable two with me.
Ah, damn, we ain't beautiful no more. Damn.
No more men are beautiful in 2022.
MVPs.
Oh my God.
No, how you doing, Gigi?
I'm doing good, family. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
I see
You have a
everybody
nice
got the
looking
hat
on today.
Hey, everybody got the hat memo, but
Julio.
I was gonna get the tattoo.
How you doing, Julio?
I'm doing fine.
Julio didn't get the memo because when you're out the country in Rome and
That's
other
real.
places, you don't really know what's going on.
Bruh,
Big pimpin'.
the internet service sucks. I paid for upgraded because with T-Mobile, you get it in different internet data and stuff.
yeah.
That shit is like 2G, and then you pay for the upgrade at 3G.
You know what I would have did? I would have looked around and said, you know what? I have my wife with me. I have my kid. You got your kid?
No.
No.
Oh, well, they're fine. They're older. I have my wife with me.
That's all that matters.
That's all I
right
really
now.
need.
Nah, it was just for simple shit, like just simple shit. It was just hard to get around because certain stuff you need internet for.
Yeah, you right.
It moves extremely slow.
Oh,
Damn.
wow. So Julio was out the country doing his thing.
What you been up to, CO? Uh-huh.
Ooh, CO has been working, man. I was working. I was helping put together a baby shower, which I've never attended a baby shower before.
Okay.
right.
I did get a gift one time and went and dropped it off and left, but I don't know the baby shower etiquette,
Right.
the way you dress,
Games.
the kind of food you have, the games you
Yes.
have.
It's a whole
So,
production.
I learned, man, it's a lot of money in that baby shower stuff. Like, what's it? The reveal.
Yep, they have a gender reveal
Gender
now.
reveals and baby showers are like big money, man. Wow. Oh man.
Huge.
I'm almost afraid to have another child. Like,
It's
you
all
gotta. You
production.
mean I gotta pay a couple of grand to reveal what kind of?
No, you don't. Fuck no, you don't.
don't.
Then
You don't.
I gotta pay a couple of grand for some people.
But I
to come
love the
through.
baby, I love the baby reveal. So it's really a baby daddy reveal, to be
Really?
honest.
Oh, really? 'Cause
We
the
tune
girls
in to
didn't
see
know?
the baby daddy.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I tune in.
So the girls didn't know who the baby daddy was.
No, we go to see. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, 'cause y'all ain't meet him yet.
Such and such is pregnant. Who's the baby daddy? So we watch the baby reveal. I know that's why I tune in.
So let me ask. I wonder, has there ever been a situation where like the nigga she said the baby was there, and then the nigga she might have thought was the baby daddy was there also, but he just didn't know. The initial nigga didn't know it.
Tune in for next episode on Mari.
I'm messy, man. That is
It is messy, but that shit does happen in real life. So
In real news, I'm not real news, but in serious news, my dog Kevin Samuels died. I found out today. I was reading. You probably read it too. That he died of hypertension,
Wow.
which basically is high blood pressure. Yeah, high blood pressure. So black men, because Kevin Samuels actually looks really fit.
Yes.
If you saw him in person, like he doesn't look like he looks like he works out. But you never know what's going on the inside of a person. Like you
Facts.
you could look the part, but you maybe on the inside don't look so great.
Man.
I do remember me going to get a MRI one time, and you know how every time you go to any doctor, they take your blood pressure. And they were like, oh, let's check your blood pressure. And the lady was like, well, there was a lady in there earlier in the day, and her blood pressure was like over 200 or something like that. And like they made her go to the doctor.
What?
Like, she
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
when it's
I'll
too
just
high.
go home. And he's like, my nigga,
No.
you ain't going home. You going to the hospital because you can fuck around and not make
Make
it if
it.
you go home because yours is so
Jesus.
high. And people don't even know it. Like you just walking around
That's
and don't
real.
even know it. So
That's real. My friend at 32 years old, she made a post on Facebook yesterday, or it might have been over the weekend. I seen it. She was like, on this day at 32 years old, I had a heart attack or stroke. And I'm just
Wow.
like, damn. So that just goes to show, even at our young age, like, you know what I mean? Just be cognitive. Health is wealth, y'all.
Yeah, I actually have
well.
to take it serious.
See?
Mine has been teetering so long that I can't fight anymore. I actually have to go see the doctor to get medicine now.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, because it used to be just drop to like get me down to 210, and it's not even that falling back in line. So now, and learning, I actually talked to my biological dad since we've been out.
Okay. Okay.
congratulations.
Great
Yes.
conversation, and explained a whole lot.
Okay.
That dude is off the chain.
So you just spoke to him for the first time.
July 3rd.
Damn.
So I have a few questions for you.
Man.
Do you have an inheritance?
Nah. Hey, that dude made it obviously painfully clear the first time we had ever had.
I ain't got nothing.
Knew about that nigga said I ain't got that nigga. Tell that nigga I ain't got nothing.
Damn.
Nah, he's a regular retired guy and enjoying retirement.
Okay.
That's good. Is
living-
he married?
He is.
Okay.
He is married. And I come in the middle of that marriage.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm not telling nothing that's not public at this point.
yeah.
So I'm not trying
Spilling the beans or exposing them.
But the good thing is you're married, so you're not still out here dating. So you may not have come across one of your cousins you dated or something.
Oh, hell. Some
that's
Kevin
Nah.
Gates shit.
That's some southern shit right there, bro.
Nah.
I wouldn't even say that because I know y'all heard about Ricky Martin.
Oh, he probably did it.
Bro, he was doing that on purpose though.
Like, that's not
Nasty.
like,
That's
oh, I
not
didn't know.
chance. He was raping that young
These
man.
are children.
Nasty. Yes.
Speaking of children, R. Kelly
Oh.
is engaged, allegedly.
Savage, right?
Jocelyn, I think it's Jocelyn Savage.
Jocelyn Savage.
She's beautiful, man.
She is simply brainwashed.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
No, but
Where's my bell?
I don't want people to blame R. Kelly in this situation. R. Kelly has been locked away in jail
It don't matter.
for over a year now.
It don't matter.
So
At this point,
what
she's
can
responsible for her own actions.
No.
What can
she's
you really
wrapped.
blame?
She's
R. Kelly for
still
at this
responsible
point?
for her own actions.
Like
She's a full blown adult.
yeah,
She's wrapped,
absolutely.
and that comes with the trauma of things. People kind of forget. Like with trauma, it doesn't really have a certain deadline. What you think, like, oh, he's not there. She's already wrapped. She's wrapped in.
I understand
and
that.
it takes time. It
Gigi
takes
wants
therapy.
to focus on the negative. The positive
Oh,
is
here
my
we
guy
go.
is engaged.
Boy, bye. But my
Hey.
thing is, when am I going to get engaged? Like, what the fuck? R. Kelly's facing 50 fucking years. I'm waiting on my ring, baby. All right.
I guess someone should have taken notes.
Okay. At this point, what the fuck?
He's talking about you. Should have took
I
notes.
know. That's what I'm saying.
Should have taken notes of what R. Kelly had going on.
Because what the fuck's going on for real? He facing 50 years and got engaged. I'm done.
I mean, you from the Midwest. Our Kel's from the Midwest. You make music. Kels makes music. The same.
Man.
Speaking of R. Kelly and little girls,
Oh, my
no, I wasn't gonna speak on R. Kelly.
Oh my god.
That is what it is, man. So Elvis has a new movie out.
I want to see that shit. I seen the trailer.
You know what though?
What?
And I'm not gonna get started on R. Kelly today. I just want to look at black people and say, you know what? White people ride for Elvis.
They do, and Elvis did do the same
And
shit.
Elvis did the same shit.
Well, no. Elvis married his.
So what? So he was fucking her.
Kels didn't marry his,
Kels didn't marry him.
Where he's fucking her.
and Kels didn't steal from black people.
And on top of that, he flew her. So he trafficked her. R. Kelly flew a bitch from Florida. That nigga flew a bitch from overseas.
It's still nasty.
And nobody said a
Oh.
he
Either
did
way,
that.
So,
nasty.
what's her name? His wife was actually from overseas.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know where she's from.
42 years old is, I think, what Elvis died at. I like Elvis, though. I didn't know that Elvis stole all of his
From black
shit
people.
from black people.
Yes, you better know it. And I hope they include this in this little movie.
But let me say, it's kind of like anything
you know that
else,
shit.
even in rap. It's kind of like anytime one white person steps into a black person's field,
Yes.
they're automatically successful because
Yes.
everybody's so shocked that a white
that
person
they're doing
can
it.
do
He's
it
moving his
also.
hips. And
And he's
James
actually
Brown and
pretty
them been
good
doing
at
that for
You know what's funny? There's a Ray Charles interview where he just fucking goes in. He's like, ain't nothing special about him. And you know, this is back, when Ray Charles was still walking.
Right,
That was hate though.
But Ray Charles really broke it down. He was like, there's nothing special. And he broke down why there's nothing special. He's like,
Wow.
James Brown, this person been doing this. He was like, his voice is just, He's like, let me stop talking before I get canceled.
Well, they do
But-
be talking about that a lot, like how people be going viral. You know how white people go viral doing the little babies and doing all the reactions.
But
What
Ray-
makes them so special? Like,
But it's
why do we
only,
hype them?
it's only special because we're expected to be talented as black people, like
Okay.
in certain areas. So when a white person who usually has no rhythm, they may not be able to sing that great all the time, and they step up and they start sounding like a great black singer or dancing like a great black dancer. It's an anomaly. It's like, oh, it's different. We haven't seen that before. So I get that part. I just wonder why white people ride for him and we just shit on my guy R. Kelly.
But we do that with our own culture, period.
Yeah, that's a deep ass question right there.
We do that shit across the board with ourselves.
But they both nasty. That was crazy. When I found out about Elvis, I didn't know anything about it till I got older. Like, damn, his wife was 14.
Speaking of a great black man, Tristan Thompson is in the news.
Oh my God.
Bro, these segues he killing this shit.
Killing me.
These segues is killing.
A few weeks and I'm ready to go.
Great black men.
Great black man, Tristan
Thompson.
Are you sure about that?
Of the NBA, Tristan Thompson plays for. I think he plays for Chicago. Did he leave Chicago?
Who do he even play for?
Sacramento, I think.
Yeah, I think he was in Chicago and then now he's in Sacramento.
Lord help this man.
He's still making millions. He's a 28-year-old black man who is on his fourth child. He had one with a beautiful young lady. I can't remember her name. Jordan. He had one with her. Then he had one with Chloe. Then he recently had one with a young lady who's a trainer.
What was her name? Tara?
I can't remember her name.
Damn, I can't think of her name.
But he still has not seen that child.
Really?
And he will not give her money. I guess she thought he was playing. He will eventually have to give her money.
Of course,
is what it is. Like the court will make that happen.
Yeah, for sure.
But the court can't make him see the child. It's unfortunate. The child has nothing to do with it. But she's learning probably what some of Future's baby mamas have learned. You can't make the nigga do anything he does not want to do. But Tristan since then has said that he has a baby on the way through a surrogate with Chloe.
Yes, crazy. That shit crazy.
If you look at all of them, right, even from the mom, they all kept the same guys. They didn't jump from men to men. They had babies with the same guy. Even when Chris went from Kardashian to Jenner, she had, like that. She had sets of kids. Kim, same thing.
Yeah.
Scott and Chloe, not Chloe, Courtney.
Courtney, yeah.
They weren't. They still, they keep it like we going.
But the difference is, I will say, even with Kanye and Kim, she was with him long enough to have all those kids.
Yeah,
there was no guy in between.
Yeah.
Tristan had a girl in
between them.
Yeah, but that's the male part. I'm talking about from the female part. They don't want to have to deal with it. Look like they don't want to have to deal with multiple kids' fathers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they find a suitable person to be a father.
Because he's a suitable person. He's a tall guy. Women like him. He's rich.
Well, True is a blessing, okay? TrueIsTheBomb.com. They definitely make some pretty babies. So I get
whatever
it.
the next baby's name is, maybe false. True and false. Anyway, that's lame. Anyway.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Shout out to the kids. And shout out to Kanye's daughter, North.
Man, North for real.
She has a lot of personality.
She's a Gemini, which I expect. She a real one.
She is like, why y'all always follow? Why y'all always somewhere waiting on us?
But look at her mom and dad. They both have personality, so it's only gonna come out.
Kim to me is kind of bland. Yeah,
Kanye has the personality.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I can see that.
Kimberly is
to me, don't you think it's weird to follow a kid, even if you're paparazzi?
It is.
Don't you think it's weird to follow a child?
Very much so. I think so. Come on, and they ain't even in their prime.
There should be a law against you shouldn't be able to follow a child until that child's 13, 15,
something of age.
Like she's
that is kind of
too
weird.
young to even comprehend really what's going on, and then you're kind of building a monster by following her, putting cameras in her face. Because by the time she's 17, 18, she's going to be full-fledged acting like Kanye.
Yes.
And then you're going to be looking at her crazy.
Yep.
But that's her parents' job. That ain't got shit to do with us.
No,
but
it
also
does.
they harassing.
It does.
I mean, I ain't going to harass them. I can't name a kid I would follow.
We're talking about paparazzi.
Oh, you mean the paparazzi following them around?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, don't you think it's weird that paparazzi
are following some kids?
Because they can get the shot for whatever magazine would run or website.
Why they do it?
I think it's weird for them to do it, period.
Yeah, and I just think I agree with CL. It might need to be a law to protect them to about a certain age, like 16, 17.
There should be a law to protect these people, the length they go through to get a shot of Kim. There should be some type of law for that shit.
Damn, you right.
Because even Halle Berry got into it one when she was dealing, I think, with dropping her kid off at the bus stop and picking them up. And she was having issues.
Damn.
They do, and it's ridiculous. Let these people live, bro.
They are still people.
I was out at dinner with my wife and in the same restaurant, and this ain't the same level as Halle Berry, but I know who they are. Scrappy and Bambi was out there, right? So I told my wife, I was like, hey,
you know, the same level as Halle Berry.
No, he said
they ain't not the same stardom.
Celebrities.
No, they're not. They're not. But what I'm saying,
celebrities though.
but I watch people watch them. People at our table was watching them. And when my wife hit her friend, she was like, "Yeah, they here." She was like, "Get a picture." I looked at her. Hell no, you ain't. What you ain't gonna do is take a picture of these people while they eating.
Right.
Nah, they just regular people.
Yeah, but you can go ask.
But Bambi and my wife, they started talking because they got like newborns and people just naturally like talking to my wife. So
I used to love Bambi too, man.
Bambi is a baddie.
She used to come to the radio station. Man, she was bad.
Yeah, she's a baddie.
They was nice though. I mean, she was nice. She spoke, because they stroller was right near our seats and stuff. So her and my wife just talked about the baby.
Yeah.
And she's in Got My Hustle Up on Tubi. It's a movie that I'm in, so make sure y'all go see.
Oh, is it there now?
Yes.
Okay.
So Tubi.
I'm gonna check it out.
Stream it. Let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, I was in the movie too.
What movie?
Trust me, you won't see it unless I pause it. Friends of mine, they put out a movie. It's called Out on a Limb. It has old boy who played Biggie.
Okay. He in my movie too. He doing
Jamal.
all the independent films.
He's making his rounds.
He makes his rounds.
Old boy from The Wire. If you watch The Wire, Poot, the dude Trey Shannon.
Never seen
Okay.
it.
He's in it. Yeah, so
and it's called Off the Limb. Or
out on a limb.
Out on the Limb.
They did a premiere in Atlanta last weekend and they're doing one in Savannah because it's where we're from.
Okay.
Next weekend and then
I got to check it out. What scene of
you will not know it's me.
tell us, nigga.
I play a cop.
Okay.
I show up because the guy gets in a fight in the restaurant. One of the situations where a cop gets called. You literally got to look through a window like, oh shit, that's him. I see his beard.
Shout out to Julio, man. He's making
Go
a
on,
debut.
Julio. That's what I'm talking about. It's some Hollywood stars on the CO Show podcast.
Shout out to y'all, man. Speaking of
hold on, you know he did some extra work.
I know he did. He's trying to be all humble.
Speaking of being out on a limb and bus stops and kids, Nick Cannon, how you doing?
Nick. 3 more, right?
Nick,
3 more on the way.
At what point at what point do you jump on the shit is ridiculous at this point?
You know what? I'm the wrong one. Y'all might have to get another guest.
So let's say in the next 5 years, right? He fathers a total of 20 plus kids because I know the way he's going is that route. You don't think it's too many?
It's a rare, different circumstance. So we will sit and argue all day, rounds and rounds about it. Honestly, and I ain't heard one yet. They all like he'll make time. We schedule it. Didn't one girl do an interview? I think we all seen it on B Simone shit. Bree Tessie, somebody said, yeah, we just schedule it. And Nick Cannon's a great father. He He do what he's supposed to do.
My job
he doing more than Future, I'm guessing, than these other guys.
My job pays me every 2 weeks. I can tell you whatever they tell me to tell you because they pay me, and those girls are definitely getting paid.
Yeah.
And the one young lady who's having another kid by him, the radio host girl, I can't remember her name.
She's Latino though, right?
Yes, she is.
I think that makes a difference. I'm just trying to narrow it down.
She is, but and I've been following her for years. I just feel like she had so much talent. Like to end up just being Nick Cannon's baby mama was kind of like.
Well, don't jump off her dreams. That doesn't mean she's finished.
Oh, that was her dream. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
That doesn't mean she's finished.
But you know what? I don't even think that brings her down. It just happened to be she got into a relationship or a situation with him. It turned out the way it is, and she could go on to be way bigger than he.
So Nick's getting married.
I don't know. I heard about that, but I don't think that's true, y'all. I kept Googling it and I couldn't get a real reliable source.
Yeah,
so I don't think
trolling.
so. Yeah, I just think that was a troll because I thought I seen it on Facebook. It was.
I know these kids. He better keep making shows.
But he's saying he has 3 more kids on the way. I have a real question about this. Is he having them the normal way of having sex, or is he having them by
implantation?
You
know what he doing?
Because to me, if you fucking this many different girls raw,
he's fucking.
Bro, the chance for AIDS is shooting through the roof, bro.
And I'm pretty sure
that monster they ain't got no cure for that monster. They got pills you can take.
I'm pretty sure they can get tested.
Okay, Charlie Sheen.
If he like that. Hey, don't hate the player. Hate the motherfucking
Tiger blood.
Hate the motherfucking game.
Oh, I don't hate either. More power to you.
You gotta hate the game, baby.
You ain't asking me to join in.
That ain't a game that I want to be a part of.
To each their own.
But I'm just gonna be honest. And then I don't know. There's a real selfishness to it because I just understand children. You can grow with all the money in the world. Money can't get you a father.
Yes, but why do y'all keep knocking this man like he cannot be a father? That's the part that just
because
behooves me. He can still be a great dad.
But he said himself he does not have that long to live. He said it himself.
Okay, but he gonna do the best he can. None of us know the time or day. We can sit here and act all day like I can be 100 years old. No one knows the time or day. So that's very selfish to say. That's very selfish.
You ain't got that long to live.
But you never know.
Automatically
who died and made the doctor God? I'm so confused. People get diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and they still outlive every sentence. So I'm so confused. You can't say that.
That percentage is small, man.
Very small.
Y'all can say that all day, but guess what?
It's a fact. I don't gotta say it. It's written down.
God makes the final say.
You know what? You are absolutely
God
right.
has the final say. You can't say what's gonna happen today, tomorrow to any of us here. So thank you, God, for blessing us and waking us up today, because that's a blessing within itself. So that's very selfish.
You could walk into a bank, rob that bitch, and get away with it, but the chances of that shit happening is slim to none.
Yeah, but I'm
but
saying
it still can be done.
He has an illness, and the doctor has told him he has an illness, so he knows it, and he's moving this way because of that.
And he might want to leave a legacy.
Fine.
He may want.
But how many kids do you need to leave for that shit to happen?
For that, you can't get mad. To each their own. Gone, Nick.
Speaking of black women who don't listen, there was a young lady online yesterday. We don't know if Gigi says it's a skit from what I saw her say. I don't personally know if it's a skit. I don't know if Gigi has
It's a new thing, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. I just peep shit. I'm a Gemini. I see through bullshit.
Okay, that's your source.
I don't think that one. I know what you're saying. I don't think that one was.
Y'all about to start seeing a whole bunch of real life fake situations that skits. So get ready.
I don't personally think they're that great of actors to be a skit, but I will say there was a young lady. And she was with 17. He said there was 18 of you. So her and 17 of her friends. It's her birthday. They're standing outside of Maggiano's because someone has a Maggiano's bag in their hand. And she's basically berating this guy who I'm guessing is interested in her or her boyfriend or something like that. Or he wants to be. And she's yelling like, bro, why you should have paid for me and my friend's meal. And he's like, no. He said, it's your birthday. I'll pay for yours. It's 18 of you. Why do you have the expectation of me paying for 18 of you? I did the math on, just because I know Maggiano's. I did the math. Let's say they all drink 1 or 2 drinks. They all order an entree. At 18 people, it lands you somewhere around $4,000 to $6,000. And I know that a lot of times when people think the food is free, they get to ordering more shit. So I don't know if that's what they did. I just want to know from Gigi as a person, and then I'll ask Julio. Do you have the expectation? Have you seen someone who has those expectations, and what do you feel about it? How did it go?
Honestly, it just varies on that person. You just got to know who you're dating, and that's just the God honest truth. You know, if I'm dating G Herbo or something like that, it's kind of, I ain't gonna say it's expected, but it's pretty much understood, you know. And I've been in certain settings in my personal life. That's what it is. When we all go out to dinner, it's like it's all taken care of. Like none of my friends have to worry about it, or family, or whatever the case. But that is a rare case. Everyone's not like that. Everyone's pockets is not set up that way.
The people that you're alluding to, they're balling, correct?
That part.
Okay,
so you gotta know people's. I don't want to say like pockets because that sounds so crazy, but yeah, you gotta respect their limitations and pockets and stuff. And I've dated different kind of men, so I would know, like, you know, if I'm in a certain situation, like this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? My friends would know and respect that or whatever. But I just don't do dinner dates all like that. But
now let's say the dude you're dating, because you dated guys from all different spectrums.
Yes.
Let's say the dude do have it. Do you expect him to do that? Not what he would do. Do you go into it expecting it? With your girls, it's
a tough one because it's like you got to know that person. You got to know what type of person that is, because there's some people that give. I'm a giver. I'm that type. If I have it, it's gonna get done. I'm covering everybody at the table. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have it, I don't have it, type of thing. So I don't know. It varies on the character of the person. Honestly, that's really what it is. The character of the person, because it's not expected. Like I don't come in like, oh, you got to, nigga. But I kind of know the character of a nigga. Like, all right, this a nigga that he got a big car. Like we having a good time. It's my birthday. He's damn near gonna take care of everybody, type of thing.
And then there's me. I don't give a fuck what my bank account look like, unless I set it up specifically, like when I do stuff for my wife, like parties at the house. Unless I specifically set that up to say, hey, y'all come out to this restaurant. And I set the expectation. But if I don't set no expectation for dinner, saying, hey, we're doing dinner here, if you would like to join us, that mean, my nigga, you better bring your money for the appetite in which you're bringing, because I'm not doing it.
That part.
Unless otherwise stipulated.
I respect that part.
That's just me.
Why it's a pocket thing.
And like I said, it don't got shit to do with my. I done been out plenty of times.
It's a pocket thing and a character thing, like what you're used to. Because some people got open
what do you
hearts.
think about her character?
I think that was kind of shady because I would never record it and blast a motherfucker or expose a motherfucker like that. I personally would never do that. Like we just had that misunderstanding and whatever. But honestly, she should have known his character. Like, I wouldn't be arguing.
It got nothing to do with the character.
It is, because what I'm saying is some people got that type of heart. Like, I can't explain it. Some people are givers, man.
That's has just nothing to do with anything, man.
They take care of shit. They are givers. They take care of shit, especially when it's a rare occasion like this, like a birthday or a celebration.
So shouldn't they have come out with the thing to treat you instead of them getting fucking treated?
I mean, to each his own.
They coming to celebrate you, right?
Yes.
So they should come with the expectation to buy your meal.
The boyfriend covers everything, or the whoever.
I'm covering.
Because as we seen, Ari may cover money bags. So we've seen the reverse roles of dealing with somebody in a great whatever.
Outside of yourself, have all been rappers and celebrities.
I mean, that's just an example of people that they would know.
They're not the average.
That our audience would know.
They're not the average person.
But even the average person that's a doctor, whatever, somebody that's been saving up, if it's somebody's special occasion and it's in them to do it, they'll do it. That's all I'm saying. They don't have to be a mega rap star.
What he's trying to tell you is it doesn't make him have poor character because he's not paying for her and 17 of her friends. He may not be able to afford her and 17 of her friends. But it does. You keep saying character.
I got nothing to do with the character.
Point to his character because he made
it's
internally.
My thing because I don't have it. I can't. But if I had it, would you? That's my question. Y'all want to take it back to if I got the money, if I got it or don't got it, I ain't doing that type shit. That's a character thing. Because if I got the money and I can do it, I'm going. That's what I mean by character. It ain't necessarily or whatever. A character thing is whether I have it or not. What would you do in this situation, had it or not? What would your heart tell you to do in that situation? That's character. Money or no money. What would you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you handle a situation? If it's my friend's birthday, I would want to take care of my friend because it's her birthday, whether it's one or 5 of them or 50.
But who the fuck?
Take care of them.
This is the difference. Most dudes, not all, because you got some that would do this shit. Most dudes would never think to leave a house without being able to pay for their fucking food. But females, you motherfuckers will pile up out here and expect everybody in the world to pay for your drinks, your fucking food, and then the take home for the kids that we didn't even know what the fucking existed.
I'm loving this.
I'm
loving this.
You broke. What bitch you pay for it?
A broke man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, but that's a whole skit. That shit fake as hell. All that shit fake.
Nigga girl.
Like the fuck?
They got another one going around. I forgot what the other one's. The McDonald's, that little 18.
Oh, and then couldn't find out she really got one kid from what somebody peeped out their research on. So she did, and I get it. I just couldn't be the person that labels myself for a couple dollars as somebody that fucking ignorant, because that's an ignorant ass statement.
The McDonald's thing was different. I mean, let's explain what we're talking about.
Yes.
There was a young lady who had several children in this video, and she had several different baby daddies, or multiple baby daddies, to say that. And one of the guys brought his child McDonald's.
Yes, one
and
Happy
Meal. She basically
meal.
threw it away or something like that.
No, she told him to keep it because it's like, I'm in the house full of kids. How you gonna feed one and not all?
Even if it's a skit, I was looking at people's comments.
Yeah.
And I was really shocked, and I guess I shouldn't have been shocked at the amount of people who like agreed with the girl. And for me, I'm just like, one of the things I'm starting to understand about young women is they don't really know that the world don't owe them shit. Like, it don't. And I'm sorry who told you otherwise. I don't know if your mama told you, your daddy told you, but the world don't owe you shit. If you make children, those are your children to bear. Unfortunately, if you have several different baby daddies and only one of them is active enough to bring the child food, then bitch, you need to get up on your hustle because you ain't doing it. If you complaining about him bringing one child food, you need to make up for the rest of them because they're your kids. They're not his kids. Yes. Could he have been someone who said, you know what?
Common courtesy.
All them kids over there, let me look out for all them kids.
Common courtesy.
And we don't know if leading up until that day, there's a lot of unknowns in the situation.
Facts, big facts.
We don't know if up until that day he had done that and he was just like, you know what? I'm tired of feeding all of her kids.
I'm just doing one
Or
today.
maybe they used to date and maybe he used to take care of all of them and now they don't date anymore. He's like, I'm going to focus on mine. We don't know his pockets. We don't know anything. We only know he was being a father to his child. And to ever look at a nigga and berate him for being a father to his own child is some wild shit. It's another video I saw Russell Wilson teaching Lil Future
Football.
football and how to throw, and like he was running through drills. And a lot of them, like I saw a lot of people in the comments just basically saying, and it's usually women, is basically saying, "Oh, that ain't his stepdaddy. That's his real father." And I'm just like, you don't have to put down one man to give another man his props. You don't know what kind of daddy Future is. You don't know what kind of relationship he has with his son. His son probably loves him.
Right.
He may not be
present and on the internet with it.
He may not be as visual on the internet with his relationship with him, but we don't really know what kind of relationship he has with him. So for me, it's disheartening to watch people basically put him down it's like, as a culture, why do we have to put one person down to lift another person up? Yes, you can look at Russell and say, look, you know what? That nigga stepped in.
He stepped all the way in.
That kid wasn't his, and he takes care of that kid. I personally can look at it because I don't really, like, I do think you should be applauded, but it's not like the all world applaud, because for me, if I want your mama, can I have your mama without you? No, I can't. No. So it's like, you really want the mama, and you ended up taking the child along with the situation. So yes, I think you should be applauded, but it's not like you're not an all-world person.
But it's also that effort too, because a lot of people, I want the mama and stuff, but they don't take that extra energy and effort to get to learn that kid and bond with that child and really create something there. So I will applaud him on that, because some stepdads don't do the extra mile sometimes.
I always think you should be applauded for taking care of a child that's not yours.
Facts.
I'm just saying to you, I don't think Future has to be put down
to get shitted on. But I don't think the mom should have got shitted on, for being hard on that one man, because at the end of the day, it takes a village, y'all. And like how I was raised, I don't know how everyone was raised, but me growing up, that was just the fucking rule. One go, we all go. I couldn't just go skating. We all had to go skating. Like, that's just what the fuck it was. It was a communal spirit, and I just feel like in society, we just lost that. We've lost a sense of common courtesy. We've lost character. We've lost that. We lost having a heart. We're in a very selfish society. Oh, I brought it for my son, and I did what I was supposed to do, and they're just so black and white. And that's really not how life is about. I would never show up to somebody's house. If you invite me, I would never show up with nothing. I'm going to bring a drink. I'm going to bring some chips.
That's what you were taught.
And that's the thing. That's that character shit.
I don't look at him as having bad character because he bought his child food. I will never look at a man and say, my nigga, you ain't bring a bunch of kids that ain't yours food, so let me look down on you. Like, no, there's plenty of niggas.
I ain't gonna look down, but
you have several other baby daddies you need to be talking to. That ain't the nigga you need to be talking to. Them the niggas you need to be fussing at and telling you ain't bring shit for your kids.
That is well, and all of them need to come with 5 meals.
And you as a woman,
and all of them need to come with 5.
As a woman, these are your children you laid down with several different niggas and had.
Most definitely.
Where's your accountability?
Yes.
Then on top of it,
ramen noodles, ma'am, whatever.
You get EBT.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but motherfucker, you getting free food. At least that's the way she portrayed it in the video that we now know is pretty much fake.
Everything is fake.
But
whatever.
So you talking about you don't get your stamps for this. So your dumb ass didn't know how to ration out the food in which you were given. Because I've seen people.
Sometimes it be hard times. Whatever the case may have been, if I'm calling and reaching out to you to help me out, please don't show up to my house with one thing and I got 5 kids or whatever the case.
Well, ma'am,
don't show up with one pizza pepperoni.
Here it goes.
I need a Little Caesars, please. Like, it's just common courtesy. I personally.
Then you should have thought about that before you laid down and had all them fucking kids.
I would never do that. And yes, but guess what? Everyone makes mistakes. Things happen. Whatever, male or female. Because we done seen some dads drop the ball as well.
Yes, but we talking about this.
So either way it goes. That's what I'm saying. Either way it goes. Whether it's the mommy or the daddy.
You need to put your
the other kids in that other kids' fathers in this fictitious situation all dropped the ball because this man showed up when his son said I was hungry and brought him some McDonald's from across. And we all know what gas look like now. So not only did he use gas to get over there, he brought him some McDonald's.
But I wouldn't bring just one. For 5 kids.
The expectations.
He was thinking about his son.
I just wasn't brought up that way. I don't care if I got strangers' kids with me. If I'm eating, I'm feeding whoever's kids is with me.
Yeah, because you're baby.
Whether they invited or not. Sometimes they not invited.
But you're also speaking
as if
everybody has. It's not everybody's funds are the same.
And guess what, CO? Guess what we can do? We can go scrape up and make a $5. It's $5.
Well, then here goes.
It's $1 for a motherfucking sandwich. I could get 5 for $5. Like, you get what I'm saying? Y'all making it seem like they gotta eat Maggiano's.
What if his
Y'all
child
are
is
fucking
allergic
blowing me.
to cheese? Or what if his child
We
is
will
allergic
figure it
to
the
tomato
fuck out.
sauce?
It's too many fast food deals. 2 for 2.
Then why? Hold on.
1 for 1, 4 for 4.
But
It's
it's
too
not
many
up to
that we can
us
make
to figure
happen.
out.
Hold on. She's the parent for them fucking kids. We missing the
But
point.
It takes a village. Y'all are missing
That
the point.
ain't his village.
Y'all are missing the point. And that,
No, it's
again,
not.
thank y'all for justifying how selfish as a society we have become.
Well, we're
And that's
being
just what
real.
it
We're
is.
being honest.
Yes, and guess what? It's very selfish. That's
Like-
I hate our society is selfish like that. I would
It's-
never
you
do
know-
no
I-
kids.
you know-
I
hold on,
personally, I would never do no kids
Well,
like
hold
that.
on.
Whether they mine, step kids, cousins, I don't know, strangers. I don't treat nobody's
Wait, hold on.
children like that. Me
You know
personally, I would
what's
never do
selfish?
that.
You know what's selfish?
I would never.
You know what's selfish? Bringing a bunch of
I
damn
would
children
never.
into this world and not being able to take care
I
of
would
them.
never.
That's selfish.
Yep.
Anyway, that's our time for the day, y'all. Gigi, let them know where to find you
It's
at.
your girl, JIGI_DENIRO, baby. Don't vibe.
I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just say?
Don't vibe.
Oh, okay, that's new. All right, you can find me at JULIOATL_ right at the bottom of the screen.
She got that on her time off.
You can find all of us at the CO Show podcast right here at the bottom of the screen.
And you can catch me at the.co.show. Again, that's at the.co.show. We'll see you next week. We out.
Peace.